Sometimes looks are deceiving. Our church is beautiful, but it looks old, and there's plaster coming down on the inside. The outside needs work. But on the flip side of that, it is old, and it has seen and done a lot. My name is Kelly Augenbaugh. I am a priest in the Episcopal Church. I served at St. John's, Ohio City, where we are, from 2016 to 2019, and I was the vicar. It began being built in 1834, and it was finished in 1836. The congregation was made up of a lot of people. A lot of them had a lot of monetary wealth. That's who was part of this congregation, people who lived in and among the community and who had means and who were able to fund building this beautiful, big structure. It was, at the time when it was built, the tallest structure in the city. This door opposite the bell is the entryway to the bell tower. You would walk up these ladders, you would get to a landing, and then from the landing, there would be more ladders, and then a landing, and another ladder, and a landing, and it would just weave its way up. St. John's was a stop on the Underground Railroad. We do have some primary source material, and it was from a person, a woman who came to this parish, a note she wrote. She wrote about people hiding in the bell tower.
If these walls could talk, what could they tell us? Hi, my name is Noelle Volz, and I'm actually an assistant professor of African American history at Case Western Reserve University. A lot of the Underground Railroad, as we would call it, generally existed in the border states. For the enslaved, it would require you to go from wherever you are in the South and make your way all the way across the Ohio River before there would be any intervention. Now, this is going to completely change in 1850, however, with the passage of the Fugitive Slave Act, and no longer does getting to Ohio equal freedom, because people have to now go to Canada to actually achieve any sort of freedom. And that's why Cleveland becomes such an important sort of way station, for lack of a better word. And I want to emphasize that while the Underground Railroad is important, the key actors that we need to focus on are the enslaved themselves. They are the ones who are doing the action. They are the ones who are literally risking their lives.
From the tower, they watched for lantern signals from small boats that took them to Whiskey Island. There, they boarded the larger boats that sailed to Canada in search of freedom. There's been mention of St. John's itself being called Station Hope, but I've also heard this station would be that Cleveland was called Station Hope.
Actually, the name is kind of marred in myth, and we're not entirely certain where it originated. We do know that there was a lot of narratives that spoke of Cleveland as kind of looking towards hope, because you're almost there. Oh my goodness, these sites are so incredibly important. They're not only important for what they hold, the history that's within the walls of these buildings, but they're also important because of the story that they tell us about the parishioners, right? And about those interracial organizers.
So I think it brings it a bit more closer than just reading it in a book or hearing a story. You're reminded of common humanity and connection.
It's a reminder that there are those who can stand up for justice and stand up for freedom and really push for change.